How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. Another mystery beer review. Another mystery beer review from Herr Joe. Average Joe, Average Troll. If you don't know him, now you know. Or you should know. He is the beer mill, I don't know what you would say, king of beer mails, let's put it that way. Especially in the YouTube world. He sent bunches of different YouTubers great beer mails over the years. And he wanted to jump on my mystery beer wagon, and he sent me an epic 15 beer mail. I'm probably about halfway through it. It's been about 3-4 weeks now, so I'm about halfway through that mail, and super excited to give this one a whirl. Why? Because he sent it. Two, because it's wrapped in brown paper, and there's wax on it. Who doesn't get all hot and bothered by wax? Anyway, mystery beers. I drink beers, I don't know what they are. No idea what this is, other than it's a wax beer, which I assume it's a big beer, and it's supposed to be aged beer. That's all I know. So, but he put a little key here. It's all wrapped up, ready to go. As far as the label says, because he wrote stuff that every one of shit I usually says. It says good luck, and then quotes, but luck is for losers. I don't really say good luck, but I did get a mystery beer that said good luck with wax. So maybe he's mocking that person. That wax is horrible to take off. I don't think this one's going to be, because I actually kind of see the cap edges right on the edge of here. So anyways, like I said, awesome label. It's brown. There's a message on it. What do you want to do? This fatty glass here. This glass has a really nice story where we got schmegma all over it. So Dirty Glass Mafia all the way. I'm not even going to cut this. Just peel that right off. See? See? This. I'm already cheating. Ugh. I think I know what brewery this is from, because under the wax, which was brittle, popped off when I saw the brewery. So anyway, I think I know exactly what this beer is. Fuck! Oh, man. That sucks. So I just ruined the mystery beer by looking at the cap. I should have paid more attention, not doing it. But we'll go through it. I'm going to say it right now. It's the barrel-aged imperial version of Amsterdam's Amsterdam Brewing. It's their Tempest. That's what I think it is, based off the cap. I fucking ruined this beer anyway. I'll review it anyway. Pinky Finger. Like a quarter of a head that was there. It's pretty dissipated pretty quickly. What I like my coffee to look like color-wise. And that sucker is pretty damn dark. Dark could be. But as far as this glass goes, I'm going to tell the story. I went to a Portland trip this past weekend. And I went to this bottle shop. It's not a bottle shop. It's a bar. It's called Nova. It says here Nova Riot. It's Nova Res. Why did I never remember that? Beer Cafe. It's in Portland, Maine. And we were sitting there. Story time, I know. I talk too much. Anyway, we were sitting there. We walked in. We're feeling good, let's put it that way. And they had all these great Belgians in there. And we sat down. It was packed as hell. And there was this old timer sitting next to us. And every time I cracked a beer, there was 3 of us. I'd get 4 glasses and make the dude next to me chug. We're chugging Cuvée de Kaisers from 2012, or chugging 2000 Cantillons and fucking crazy shit. So halfway through the night, the dude just goes, man, just take this fucking glass. So I was like, okay, because he wanted to buy beer. I was like, nah, dude, it's all good. So thanks for buying me this beer, whoever you are. Or glass, whoever you are. So yeah, it's dark. Let's put it that way. Give her a swirl, see what she's got in the nose. Ooh. Well, it's definitely barrel aged. I'm getting like cherry and berry components from it. Do I want to say it's bourbon? I don't know if I want to say it's bourbon. I kind of might want to say it's brandy. I can't even get past the barrel to the beer that much. I assume it's more of a dark, it's a stout. Let's put that out there, just a stout. I can't even taste it, or smell it, but I'm assuming it's stout. The barrel, I don't know if it's brandy or bourbon, but it's got a nice smokiness, a nice charriness to it. And like I said, I keep getting a little berry component. I don't know if that's coming from the spirit or coming from something in the beer itself, but that's pretty much it. Big, huge barrel beer, let's put it that way. So let's dive in. Cheers. It's nice. Chocolate. Straight up chocolate. I'm getting chocolate covered cherries. Chocolate covered like ripened like a red, like a deep rich raspberry kind of, like almost like the fruitiness is gone and like it's fermented a little bit, but it's cherries and raspberries with chocolate definitely in there. So I'm going to go bourbon on the barrel, just because when I get that soft chocolate, I think about that barrel char with the soft chocolate that I get from bourbon all the time. Nice mouthfeel to it, a little bit thin, and there's a little bit of oxidation going on in there. Yes, it was waxed, but the wax is super brittle and like really brittle. Like I could just crumble the crap out of it. Really thin, and it wasn't. You could tell, you could see the edges of the cork through it, like on the edges of it. So I think a decent amount of oxygen got in there. Not enough to ruin the beer. It's not sideways, but it definitely has a bit of oxidation going on. This is fucking aged too. I would put this at Jesus. God, years, not just a year or two. 5 years, 5 to 7 years. Let's go 5 to 7 years on this. Basically, it has some age on it, which is another reason why I'm thinking that it has age on it because of the oxidation. Because even with a cap beer, a couple years isn't going to do that. So I assume that time has kind of done its thing. 5 to 7 years, could be a little bit longer. But yeah, chocolate, cherries, raspberry vibes going on, or like fermented kind of fruitiness, wrapped in chocolate, cordial style, with a bourbon barrel. Nice charriness to it, and it's a stout. So, like I said, I already I'm guessing what it is based off the cap, and I'm going to stick with that. I would hope I would have reached that conclusion. I probably wouldn't have reached the brewery on it. I think I would have reached the same conclusion beer-wise on it, but I wouldn't have been able to guess that beer. I haven't had, barrel-aged Double Tempest or something like that in years, since I was up there for the show. So, let's see what we got here. This is Barrel Aged Double Tempest. It's only 2015 though. It's 11% alcohol by volume. Did not mention alcohol at all. I don't think I would have either because, it's super fucking easy to drink. It's an extra strong beer. It says here, multiply the malt and hops of our Tempest Imperial Stout, which I love, by the way. It's base by 2, and that's what you get with our double Tempest. Brewed with generous amounts of Warrior hops and 11% rye malt. Double Tempest was then aged in Heaven Hill bourbon barrels for more than 10 months. The result of the beer is a dense chocolate and deep malt flavors, rich Canadian bourbon oak finish, ages well up to 3 years. And that's pretty much it. Label-wise, it's fucking cool. It's just 2 big X's with lightning bolts and all kinds of kind of distressed lettering and shit. Who doesn't like that? And yeah, like I said, based off the cap, the second I saw the wax come off, the cap come off, it said Amsterdam. I know them enough to be like, okay, it's going to be barely Double Tempest. But I hoped I would have gotten those notes and those flavors without knowing the beer. Like I said, there's no way in hell I would have guessed the fucking beer. But yeah, it goes to show you what preconceived notions can do, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe not. Anyway, as far as what it says in Joe's little notes here, they so kindly to put together, they almost skip on every beer and almost forget about. It says all the information, 2015 vintage. Not sure exactly when bottled, but released in November, December of 2015. Brewery only, and it's pretty sought after, so it typically sells out within the first day. $14 a bottle for release in 2015. That's $11 in American, because that was Canadian. So, damn you. That's the best thing about Canada, the cheap fucking beer. It says this barrel-aged beer that we had, and by we, I mean everybody at Rhino's place back in 2015, thought it was the best of the bunch. We tried that night, and we did. We all really loved it, which included Bourbon County, Sunday Morning Stout, Bring It Your Dead, and KBS. So, it was up against some pretty hefty stuff. This is basically a double version of their regular Tempest Imperial Stout. They age in bourbon barrels, which I think are 4 Roses, Heaven Hill, son, for almost a year. I hope it stood the test of time. So, when we had it, we were like, wow, this is really good. And it is really, really good. It just feels like, how do you put it? One of my favorite, I'm not a big wine guy. Just tried it, couldn't really do it. But one of my favorite podcasts that I actually listen to about beer, because it's fun to listen to and the humor's done pretty well, is a podcast called Steal This Beer. And one of the hosts of the show is Augie Carton from Carton Brewing. He's an asshole, but my kind of asshole. He's just very frank and very to the point. I like that shit. Why? Who knows? Anyway, he has a saying, and I guess it comes from the wine world, and I think it applies pretty well to the beer world, and it goes pretty much in sync with this beer is that once you have beer that's aged, so this is 2015. You know, it's got a bit over a year on it, but it was also in a barrel for a year. So you're looking, let's say, almost 2 years worth of time that it's been brewed, since it's been brewed. So when you're talking about vintage bottles, okay, it says here, packaged November 15th. So it was brewed January 2015. So it was brewed over 2 years ago, being that this is February, March 2017. Is that when you get to a point where something's aged, there's no such thing as good beer. There's only such thing as good bottles. It's one of the sayings that he has. I'm going to steal it from here on out. And I think that's where this applies. Is that we loved it then. This one seems a little bit thinner, a little bit oxidized to me. Because it's not the beer we drank that night. Either we drank it at its apex or it's just not that good of a bottle. You can actually see a little bit of oxidation kind of up here on the cap where you're probably not going to be able to see it on camera, to where you can see a bit of leakage, whether it be just moisture over time or whatnot. So it definitely has some oxidation going on. Is it negative? It might have been even better if that wasn't there, but I actually am a fan of mild to even semi-medium oxidation. So I like it. I do. But I think it'd be a little bit better without it. But that being said, it's damn fucking delicious. So yeah, let's talk about it. It's one of the better barrel-aged imperial stouts that I've had as of late. I gotta say no, only because of the oxidation and because I've had so many good ones. I've obviously loved it in the past. Palates change, time change, beers change. It's still a fantastic beer, but the way this one is right now and its stated is, it's just on the outside. Value to availability, like you said, $11 fucking American. Fuck that noise. Worth every penny. Availability, like you said, it sells out like that. And just say if you like what we like this. If you like barrel-aged beers. If you like well-made beers. If you like beers that are done really well, because I already said that. And if you like, I was getting those kind of cherry notes in there and those kind of fruited notes. It's not in the beer itself. It could be coming from the bourbon, but I do tend to get a lot of that from imperial stouts. Especially aged ones. So if you're into that stuff, if you're into your Kurz Russian Imperials, if you're into your Young's double Imperial Stout, things like that. Not Young's. What the fuck is it called? I have one up here floating around here. It's the double extra Imperial Stout. Sorry, people think I'm talking about Wells and Young. It is by who the hell makes this again? Come on, son. Harvey & Son. Why did I say Young's? Harvey & Son. If you're into Black Albert, again, up there, if you're into those kind of beers, this will definitely tickle your fancy. Because even though it is barrel-aged, it comes off a lot like those beers. Because those beers tend to come off of like they're barrel-aged, even though they're not. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you didn't, anywhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers, and all four of those places if you want to check me out anywhere else. And there you go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Hopefully, mystery review. Hopefully you guys enjoying a nice mystery beer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.